6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Day 2 of deliberations set to begin today in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. A verdict could come tonight. Josh Sprider is live in Kenosha. Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're live in front of the Kenosha County Courthouse this morning, where we are just a couple of hours away from day 2 of the jury deliberating the fate of Kyle Rittenhouse. They spent about 9 hours deliberating yesterday, and we're told from experts that they expect them to be deliberating anywhere between 15 to 20 hours, so that could put a decision later today. Of course, we're going to be covering it all day from Kenosha live on channel3000.com. We'll also have updates coming up on CBS Mornings and News 3 Now at noon.
Thanks, Josh. A new report out this morning on Madison PD's handling of last year's protests. The report from the University of Pennsylvania Law School details how the department was underprepared. It cited a lack of communication between police and community activists and recommended a less is more approach, noting a large police presence can often add fuel to the fire. You can find a link to the 100-page synopsis at channel3000.com.
East High School students are giving back to their community. The school's Food Equity Club opened a free outdoor food pantry yesterday. It'll be stocked with canned food and be available 24/7 for anyone who needs it. Organizers say it's important to give back to those who might not be able to afford much.
A new bipartisan proposal would lighten possession of marijuana penalties in many parts of Wisconsin, but it would actually increase fines in Madison and Milwaukee. The new plan wants to make possession up to 14 grams a $100 ticket. The current law is a potential misdemeanor charge, as well as a $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. In Madison, people over 18 can have as much as 28 grams of marijuana.
Wisconsin is seeing the highest number of COVID cases in almost a year. The Department of Health counts just under 4,000 new cases reported in the past 24 hours. That's the highest daily total in more than 11 months. Health workers say it's a warning that COVID is still spreading rapidly in our communities. Greene County is on track to see its highest monthly case total ever.
Local doctors believe the Wisconsin Health Department won't change booster eligibility before the CDC does. That's because most adults fall under the current qualifications. If you believe you're high risk or you have a pre-existing condition like being overweight, walk-in booster shots are accessible at most local pharmacies.
After 8 games off the court, Chris Middleton is set to return to the Bucks today. His absence was due to a positive COVID test, but he says he was fortunate not to get ill. To play in the NBA this year, all players have to be vaccinated. The Bucks are facing off against the Lakers tonight. Middleton won't be playing his usual amount of time.
COVID-19 cases on the rise in Wisconsin and more than 20 states, but doctors may be getting new tools to help fight the disease. Pfizer has asked the FDA to authorize an experimental pill that appears to be reducing the severity of the illness in infected patients. On Friday, the CDC will discuss whether all adults should be eligible to receive a coronavirus vaccine booster shot.
46 as you head out the door. Temperatures continue to drop. Over the past 2.5 hours, we've seen that temperature drop by 5 degrees. Winds are now to the north and northwest at 8 miles per hour. We're staying in the 40s as we go throughout today. We may actually see those temperatures warm up just a little bit more by lunchtime before falling once again. 40 by the time we get towards 7 o'clock as temperatures start to move into the 30s. And speaking of 30s, we don't get out of it as we move towards tomorrow and Friday, or for a lot of next week. In fact, Monday's high is 29 degrees. We'll see a chance for some flurries on Monday, along with chances for flurries really almost every day as we go throughout next week.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. Stay with us, folks. Live coverage all day out of Kenosha. Another update coming up in half an hour.